Hi everyone, today I'm sharing with you how to make another handbag. This is super cute. It is so different but very easy. So the first, I'm making the flap and I use two interfacing right here, and the interfacing side is 5 inches down and 9 inches wide. And I also cut the two main fabric right here for the flap, and it's 6 inches wide by 10 inches long. I'm gonna put that on the side, and I'm going to go from this corner. I'm gonna do the corner right here. I'm gonna round with 1.5 inch. Okay, so if you don't have this ruler yet, go into my channel page and look for the video. So that 1.5 inch round this corner. I make this, it came up with my own idea and I share it with you, so you can do that for yourself, but don't do that to sell, because I'm just helping other people and I don't like to sell things. So everyone, after you cutting this two, you're gonna bring back the two main fabric. From the bottom up, you go on 3/4 of an inch, so it's right here. You do the same thing to here, fold it in half, 3/4 of an inch. Now I have cut in here 1 inch by 2 inches, the rectangle, and I just fold it right in the center like this. And I'm gonna place right here where I just marked 3/4 of an inch. So everyone, after I did this one too, I'm gonna face the right side to the right side to this one and make sure this match up exactly the same way. So now you go into pin and clip or whatever you want, and you're going to sew this together. On the top here, you're gonna leave about 2 or 3 inches open. So follow the interface and sew all around out to here. Go all the way to here. Stop, leave this open. And here I have 2 long pieces of fabric I already folded, but the size is, this is 7 inches wide by 12 inches long. I folded in half. Now you go into sew not on the fold but on the side, and it go right on the top, and you going to leave about 2 inches open, just like so. So a quarter of an inch seam allowance, you're gonna sew to here, go to here, leave this open, go to here, go sew all the way down, and do this one exact the same. And also I have cut in here. This is the interfacing. I cut 1.5 in interfacing by 7 inches interfacing, and I cut the fabric is 4 inches wide by 8 inches long, and I face the wrong side facing out. You going to follow the interfacing and sew all the way here on the side, so all the way down to here. And also I have cut in here, this is, I rolled out a side 3 inches wide by 5 inches long. I folded in half again, and a half to half, sew the top and sew the bottom. Also I cut it in here, same thing, 3 inches by 45. You can go to 60, you can go to 50, depend on how long you want the strap to be. And you fold exactly the same. Now you going to sew it. Sew the top line and the bottom line. Alright. So everyone, after I sew this around here and I left it here open, this pocket I sew same side on the top, leave it open. You're gonna trim an inside out this too, and also I sew on this piece too, this one, and the strap, the long strap already sewed. And so let's trim this. On the top here, I'm not gonna trim, but I'm trim a little bit on the side. So after you're done, you're gonna iron all around, and then you go on the tops on the side on the here. This opening space, you don't need to do anything yet. But on this one, I already inside out. Press around it, and then you go into top stitch. You're gonna top stitch on the side here, going down to the bottom, top stitch all the way up, and then after that you're gonna top stitch on the rectangle right here. Make sure everything is iron is down. So everyone, after I top stitch in this one, put that on the side, and then the pocket right here, you go into top stitch this side and top stitch on this side. Same thing to this one, top stitch and top stitch. This one I already top stitched around this, and then on the rectangle here too. After I top stitch on both sides here, I'm gonna flap one side up about like this. I'll show you. 1/2 inch away from the top, just like so. You're going to sew this in the center, so you can fold it in half, and then you can sew. This is very easy. Okay, sew this line. Same thing to this one. You're gonna do exact the same. Sew this line. I have 4 pieces of interfacing that I already ironed the interfacing on the 2 lining and 2 main fabric, and the size is 7 inches by 10 inches, and I already ironed in here the 2 main fabric and 2 lining fabric, and the size of the fabric is 8 inches by 10. So I have cut it in here. This is 1 inch, and I'm going to the corners of this and all the corners. This one and then the main side. Draw the line. That's the corner, and then go into this one. Trace the corner here. Alright, so then you have this and this. Alright, so I'm gonna fold this one in half. This is the lining, okay? Fold it in half, and then I bring this pocket over, and on the top down, an inch and a half. Okay. You're gonna sew this side, go on the bottom, and sew on the top. That's the pocket, and then same thing to here. And in half. Place this over. Sew this one exact the same way. Sew this and then sew here and sew up. This one right here, you're going to mark the corner the same way. From here, I'm gonna take one piece and I fold it in half. At the center right here. So one of the center, we're going to add this one, like this, okay? I'm gonna fold it in half, and I'm gonna place it right in the center, and I'm going to sew it. Quarter of an inch seam allowance, you can sew this. Sew this. And on the main side of this one, same thing, you're gonna fold it in half. Make sure not here, on the top. This is the corner on the top. You're going to place this one. Fold it in half. Make sure it's even. At the center, go to the center here. Very cute. You're gonna like it. You're gonna sew this a quarter up and then sew this. Everyone, after I sewed the top on here, and this one right here, remember this right here, I sew on the bottom, and this one I sew on the top because of the flap. Alright, so now you're going to place the right side to the right side of this bolt, and make sure the corner that we mark facing down, okay? Make sure every single thing is lined up for you. You're gonna sew from the left side, go all the way down to here, all the way, a quarter of an inch, all the way up. This for the main side. For the lining piece, I also sew the pocket right here. If you want to divide the pocket into 4 little cat slot, then you have to sew it up here. I sewed it from the second flap here. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna face the right side to the right side. Same thing, a quarter up and in but you're gonna leave about 4 inches down here open. So a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, you're gonna sew all the way on the side, go to the bottom, leave this open, go into here, and then go all the way up a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Everyone, after I sew around, this is the lining piece and the opening space on the bottom here. You go in here, and at the corner you go into box the corner. It's already have the line there. All you need to do is just follow this line and then sew the straight line. That for the corners. This is the easiest way, everyone. You don't need to cut that piece and it go crazy. Okay, make sure that line at the corners here and go down. You're going to clip this and then sew. So everyone, after I sew this, and you can cut this off. When you cut, you leave about a 1/4 of an inch. Don't cut too much. Like this. I leave it a 1/4 of an inch. 4 cheaper half. Alright, so this one right here, I sewed that earlier, 5 inches. I'm gonna cut it in half. And the lining piece I'm gonna put on the side, but the main side I'm gonna go in inside out this. Right on the side here. So like you're gonna place the ring in here, placing it together like this. You're gonna place on this side right here. 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, you can sew that, and then go into this side. You're gonna do exactly the same. My goodness, everything I hold today falling down. Go right here, just right in the center. Go next to the flap. Can you see this flap? Right next to it. A 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, you sew that. So everyone, after I sew on this on the side, you're gonna bring back the lining piece, and you're going to place this whole thing in here, right side facing the right side, going right together. Go all the way in. Make sure everything going in. After you clip around, you're gonna follow the interfacing line and then sew all around. So the interfacing line is the guideline for you to follow and sew. So after I follow the interfacing line and sew all around, I'm gonna take out the clip. You can trim if you want to, but there's no need for it because the interfacing here, it helps you to fold the line down. So let's just bring in the right side out. So on the line inside right here, you're gonna put your finger in there and just pull the two sides, and it's gonna come together like this. You're gonna press this down, and you're gonna go and sew this straight line. So after I sew on this, you're gonna stuck this back inside, and you go to start ironing. and tops it around this line all the way to the top here. Everyone, after I tops it all around the top here and everything, basically you going to iron this, make it nicer. And so, all right, let me just make sure everything is straight out and then before you making the add the button. So like that, you're going to bring this up, go into this, and then you're going down this way 2 inches. Let me just fold it. Right in the center, I'm going to go and poke the hole right here, just like this. Okay, so now I suggest everyone to buy in this button in my description box. It's super easy. All you need just this and it comes with it. Okay, so I'm gonna go from one side here, adding this, the one that you just poke the hole, just like that, and then put the other side of the button and snap it down. Okay, so what I mean to tell you is that you can make 2, so 1 to here, and if you want to lose a little bit down, you can move it down, but it's okay, you can do just 1. And then on this side, you're gonna leave it like this because you don't take it out and do it, because when you take it out it's so confusing. So do this so you know that the button go down. Okay, and then this side of the button going here. In. So simple. It was so pretty, isn't it? Alright, let's just put the button away. Make sure you get this. The interface, and I use midway interface in my description box. And the measurement will be in my description box too, and also on the screen when you're watching. Now we're going to make the strap, put on the strap, okay? So I need that 2 hook right here, and then this buckle. So first we're gonna put the buckle on. I have a really bad allergy. Alright, I'm gonna go here one side, go to the other side, the buckle first. And then I'm going the back, fold it down like 1/4 of an inch, and then you're going to fold it like this. You're gonna sew this together, like sew this so it can stay down. Sew this like everyone. So everyone, after I sewed it in here, you're gonna go move like this so it won't twist around. I'm gonna ask this one on. So one side you have this, and then this side right here, you're gonna go to this side. Let me just zoom it in, okay? Zoom it in so you can see, because if not, it's very confusing how to do adjustable. Now you can see the buckle like this. You're gonna slide this right underneath here, under the first bar, and then you go into the second one, the one on the other side like this, going down. So now you have it. Make sure it's not twisted, so it's like this. Okay, not twist. Okay, and then you go on to turn into this side. You're gonna put another hook on like this, and after you move it a little bit so more room for you. So then 1/4 of an inch, fold it back, and then move the hook down, and then go down like this. Now you're going to sew this just like the other side when you sew on this buckle. Sew it right here. Okay, so everyone, this is adjustable, and you can bring it in and out, and whatever you decide. Okay, I'm gonna go and click one on one side, and then you click the other on the other side, just like so, and then go into this side. Whatever you want to do. You want to go close to your shoulder, you can adjust this side of the thingy like this, and you can adjust up and down longer you want to, shorter you can pull this to make it shorter. It's so easy. Just check in my description box for the buckle and the button, the interfacing, and so on. Alright, so and the button, so easy. And you can put your card in here, your phone, your whatever you want to carry with you. I'm using the card here. So whatever you want, okay, there's no wrong or right, just do whatever you want to do. So this is because I use the Jolly Pass. That's for my my kid. Okay, and then the second wallet, I mean the slot right here, I can put the cash, and then the phone can put on this side just like so, and then something else you can put it right in the middle. Let me get something to put in there because I don't have anything near me. Alright, I'm putting this one in here, the whole button thingy. Let's go right in there just like that, nice and easy. And then you're going to bring this down and bringing this over, and then you're going to snap with the button. So cute. Look at that, everyone. Look how beautiful it is. So cute. You can make this for gift, or you can make this to sell here. So let me just put it up here so I can tell you. So this is like 6.5 inches, almost 7 inches. And then on the side here, the top, of course the top is longer than the bottom because we boxed the bottom. So this is 9 inches on from the flap side to side, and then the bottom of this is 8 inches. I love how it can hold so many things in here too, and how different it is. Stay safe, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the people who always come and support my channel and always come when I live stream. Anytime I upload a new video, you always come and support me. Love you. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.